Is it working? Disclaimer. This video was filmed in Russian because I still don't know English very well. With modern technologies with neural networks, we translated it into English. Derive pleasure from the act of observing and experiencing enjoyment.
Well, greetings everyone. This is a brand new series. Today, we are going to discuss the other aspect of drifting. There are no races, no competitions. It's just about pleasure and pure entertainment, nothing else. We're heading to Willow Springs Racetrack. There's going to be a sick event. We'll have a bunch of different interesting guests. And I am going to go for a ride on a really interesting car that I have not shown you on this channel yet. By the way, let's talk a little bit about shape, huh? Here we have some action going on, just a machine at work, technical maintenance. This automobile is nearly prepared as well. We are already making preparations over here at this location. I collected what I required with me, a small amount of rubber, a few wheels, a small amount of fuel. I will probably bring some cold drinks along, and I'll have the car that I'm currently riding in with me. There he is, standing right here. We're heading to the event in this little beauty. This is a BMW M2, and she is not ready for professional drifting. She is made solely for joyrides. It is practically a standard car. But we have an angle kit from WiseFab installed on her, which enhances her performance and adds a unique touch to her appearance. I haven't been anywhere on it for a long time. Look, even the brakes on it have rusted. And this is a full-fledged BMW M2 with the S55 engine. This car is pretty much standard, so let's say only the angle kit WiseFab is used in the auto parts market. And the upcoming day is the WiseFab event. I would like to showcase this car at that location. I guess I would like them to become my sponsors, partners for all future development in drifting, but I've been writing and talking to them until they gave me no specific answer. So kindly contact me if you have also watched this video. Either one of you Fab will have watched this video. That would be great. Everything else, car mods are practically minimal, so there are different brakes in the front so that the angle kit can function, because it does not work with large brakes from M2. The car is equipped with a hydraulic handbrake, and there is a single straightforward improvement. I made the purchase of an additional differential for this car. I prepared it. Today my friend Dima will also be participating in this episode of the show alongside me. I am waiting for him to arrive. We will load the BMW into his trailer and head to the track. This time I am even going without a trailer. If you write a lot of comments, we will need to do a separate technical review for this car. There will be a technical review. And today's gonna be a blast. Just rolling with it. All right, so what's up friends? Here we are already at Willow Springs track. Today there's gonna be a really cool event here. Thanks to Dima Bruzzi, he brought my car here so I could come later without a trailer, without a hitch. There was a little driver's meeting. They said how it's gonna be today. Today we have a ton of cool guests here like Connor Shanahan, Odie Bakchis, Dima Bruzzi, me, and other badass drivers. Today is a great day because I don't have any tasks. I don't need to prove anything to anyone today. I don't have to compete with anyone. I don't have to prepare for anything. We're just chilling. I am feeling extremely great because I am going to have an absolutely fantastic time today, simply cruising around, chatting, hanging out with the guys, and showing off this car. Unlike the majority of cars here, mine appears quite similar to a regular one, not like a racing car, which makes it stand out in a unique way. In the space, my air conditioner is working, the music is functioning. It's a little cold now. I can activate the seat warmers, close the windows or open the windows. Total pleasure. We're pretty much ready to go. The track is already open. We're about to head out to warm up. My only task today is to enjoy the hell out of this car.
Either
Guys, so I have already worn out half of my tires. Today I took a total of 8 tires and I have already worn out 4. I still have 4 more tires left to go. You know, today I just can't wipe the smile off my face because I absolutely love events like this. You're just cruising all day, everyone rides with whoever they want. I went for a walk and said, hey dude, let's go for a ride together. An individual is flying to a certain destination while another person is flying off course. This particular event remains important to me because today's gathering is being organized by the group from Flower Express and it is being sponsored by WiseFab. There are a lot of famous pilots who ride with WiseFab, and that's important because I was able to chat with them. The manager who approached me, he knows Russian language, and we had a conversation with him in Russian. That was cool. We have not reached any agreements yet, but at least it is an additional reason to show off, to demonstrate and highlight who I am. Events like these are really important for finding partners, especially here, and that's exactly why we're here. Today we have 2 companies here, Field Suspension and Aviswap. They're introducing themselves, and there's a chance to chat with the managers of these companies. Maybe something can come out of this. Well, buddies, we began riding with Bruteski, a whole bunch. This appears really awesome because it is a super competitive car, completely prepared for racing, and essentially a typical car for 2 people on the track. Of course, it's much easier for him to follow me than for me to follow him, but I'm trying my best. You can really feel how different the weight of the car is because it brakes very sharply and accelerates just as sharply. I have to slow down for him for a long time, persistently, and then it's hard to catch up with him, but it's still a lot of fun. Proof that I was close, we were driving behind him, and on the bumps, rocks fly out from under him, and a rock flew straight into my windshield. I accidentally broke the glass, and now we have to replace it. I really hope that's the only thing I'll break on it today, fingers crossed. I've been driving around in my car. We're all out of tires. The day went amazingly. The car was behaving well. Today it is not excessively hot outside, so occasionally the car is allowed to drive 3 or 4 laps around the track. After that, we just had to drive a little bit so that it could cool down. If you want to learn more about this car, write in the comments and we'll make a separate big series where we'll tell you in detail about everything, how it's arranged in this car, how it's made, what it's made of, what we've improved, and how it works. Today we came here with the 2-time champion of Prospect, Dimitri Bruzzi. I drive a car that Dimitri Bruzzi used to participate in Prospect, and it was on my car that he became a champion twice. Now he's using a different car. It's totally identical to mine. More or less, these are practically the same cars except for some features, and now, with Dima's permission, he allowed me to drive his car. And to some extent, we have even started exchanging experiences where what seems to me where some things I tell him, some he tells me. And for me, this is a great opportunity because he helps me drive better. He gives me some hints. And now I will drive his car just to compare, to feel how his car drives. Maybe I'll change something in my settings. Well, overall, it's just a nice opportunity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on this series. Well, it was an incredibly beautiful day. I simply let my emotions flow without any tasks, without any demands to demonstrate something to someone. Just rode on my M2 all day, but towards the end of the day, something important and really necessary for me finally happened. So me and Prutsky made a deal that I can hitch a ride in his car with him and that I can specifically get some driving experience in his car. Let's divide into two significant thoughts. First and foremost, an intriguing point. These cars were constructed by the identical individual. Pretty much the same. They are all essentially identical. They have the same engines and practically the same suspensions. But here's the interesting thing. These sisters turned out to be so different. I'm talking right now about my BMW M3 E46 and about E46 Brakovsky. It's the nuances in these cars that make them completely different. And Dima said that when he started driving this car, he turned out to be a different character. After riding in this car, I quickly realized it's a totally different beast. Now for the second crucial thought, how cool is it to receive driving experience from someone who has been a two-time prospect champion? And now it's like they opened my eyes. There was an interesting moment. I was very careful. And after 2 rides, Dima straight up told me like, okay, stop being scared, just accelerate, make a sharp turn and plunge into the curve and everything will turn out fine. And that's exactly what happened. Of course, I was nervous about doing it in his car because I just didn't want to have to pay for it. And then there were a bunch of different nuances which are interesting precisely because Dima observed how I was driving and provided me with advice. Naturally, for a single ride, he will not be able to instruct me on everything I require to comprehend about drifting, but by obtaining one piece of guidance after another from various individuals, my driving experience becomes more and more extensive, and my driving improves more and more over time, bringing me closer to triumphs. Well, friends, it was an amazing day. Thank you for spending it with me watching this video. I bid you farewell. There will be numerous more intriguing videos in the future. Please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and leave comments about your preferences. Just a reminder, if you want a full review of the BMW M2, let me know in the comments. See you, folks.